holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Off play action. Pickett. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The Giants had 8-6 now on the year, and they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. This defense for the Broncos, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Got a man, Slayton. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. Room here to run. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Play action. Now Wilson. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he's got room. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 56 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Pickett to throw on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying with Pickett here on 3rd down. This will be caught at about the 5. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Kenny Pickett keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And some room to run now. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. To throw is Wilson. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton from 10 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Pickett. Over the middle. Caught by Bellinger. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Pickett now on 1st down. Another pass complete to Bellinger. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. From 21 yards away, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. There he goes, left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Point after try forthcoming. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They begin with a run by Barkley. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. With his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. To throw again on second down. Wilson, he'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 11 yards for number 11. They go play action now. Wilson dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Azeez Ojulari in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now Wilson on second down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 33. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Giants. Daniel Bellinger, 32 yards. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. It's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So first and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The Broncos send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Returnable here from the 38. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. That's complete to Slayton. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. An extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead now up to 14. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Azeez Ojulari able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. It's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And this is caught at the 20. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A big play there. 56 yards. And the Giants have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up second down. Wilson will throw again.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
And he rifles one incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Pickett nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. The Giants on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 16.
Bellinger hauls it in out left side.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 18. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Pickett back to throw. Out route pass complete to Bellinger. And the Giants are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
A huge play there for Denver. 42 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now. And if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Steps away, and that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee.
This was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles's defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah.